On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples.
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples.
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Millennium.
A span of 1,000 years, or the 1,000th anniversary, plural, millennia.
Examples.
Past millennium. Millennium bottle of wine. Our world is in the third millennium.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples.
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Specification.
A detailed description of the characteristics, features, or requirements of something, typically a product or system, a written statement that outlines the standards, procedures, or requirements for a project or job.
Examples.
Functional specification. Engineering specification. The project specifications outline the goals and requirements for the team to complete.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples.
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples.
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Maternal.
Relating to or characteristic of a mother, having feelings that are typical of a caring mother towards her child.
Examples.
On the maternal side. Maternal care. She had a very maternal instinct towards her newborn baby.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples.
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Measured.
Done with careful consideration or calculated precision, controlled or regulated in manner or speech, deliberate and thoughtful.
Examples:
Measured analysis. Measured tone of voice. Her measured response to the criticism showed her ability to remain calm and composed under pressure.
Mortality.
The quality or state of being subject to death.
Examples:
Mortality due to cancer. Lower infant mortality. This disease has a high mortality.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Reduction.
A decrease in size, amount, or degree.
Examples:
Reduction strategy. A gradual reduction. The reduction in carbon emissions has been significant since the implementation of the new policy.
Mighty.
Very large, powerful, or strong.
Examples:
Mighty works. Struck a mighty blow. Only the mighty God has the power to brighten this dark land.
Turkey.
Of an animal, a large bird with a fan-shaped tail native to North America, widely grown for food. Of a country, a Eurasian republic in Asia Minor and the Balkans.
Examples:
Swell like a turkey. Turkey breast meat. They prepared a stuffed turkey for Thanksgiving.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Specialize.
To become an expert in a specific career field, study, or business.
Examples:
Specialize in childcare. Specialize in market research. The restaurant has chefs who specialize in beef.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
A panic reaction. Panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Nasty.
Very bad, unpleasant, or offensive.
Examples:
A nasty smell. Receive a nasty surprise. The weather turned nasty.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Certificate.
An official document stating that the information contained within is true.
Examples:
Official score certificate. A birth certificate. He received a certificate in computer programming from the local college.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Registry.
An official list or record that contains details of people, objects, or events, a computer system that stores and manages data about something. The act or process of registering something, such as an event, a person, or an object.
Examples:
Registry database. Registry number. The hospital keeps a registry of patients' medical records.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Incomplete.
Not having all the necessary or appropriate parts, not yet finished.
Examples:
Incomplete information. Customer with incomplete credit histories. The researcher criticized the study due to incomplete data.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples.
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Professional.
Having or showing the skill appropriate to a particular job, competent or skillful.
Examples.
Professional athlete. Certified professional secretary. He has a professional demeanor and always presents himself in a polished manner.
Representative.
Someone who speaks or acts officially on behalf of another person or group of people.
Examples.
An official representative. Sales representative. The media representatives had special passes.
Demographic.
A statistic characterizing that describes people or groups of people based on their age, sex, income, etc.
Examples.
Demographic analyses. Demographic policy. Several demographic indicators correlate with care admission.
Interval.
A period between two events or times, a short break or pause.
Examples.
After an interval of pause. At regular intervals. For the analysis interval, the system remains at a standstill state.
Limitation.
A rule or act that restricts the scope of something.
Examples.
Impose limitation. Limitation of exercise. Disability is a physical limitation to living everyday life.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples.
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Simplify.
To make something more straightforward, more understandable, or easier to do.
Examples.
Simplify my life. Simplify the process. Please simplify your explanation for the children.
Database.
A large amount of data stored in a computer system in such a way that it can be searched and updated easily.
Examples.
Database administrator. Employee database. Each country's officials can access the central database.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples.
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Formula.
A group of symbols, letters, or numbers that represent a rule, law, or mathematical statement.
Examples:
Structural formula. A binomial formula. The teacher told the students to memorize the math formula.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one, adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
Reverse the trend. Reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Tragic.
Causing great sadness or suffering, very unfortunate.
Examples:
Tragic love stories. Tragic death. The tragic events of the war left many families torn apart.
Inbox.
An electronic folder on a computer or phone where new emails, text messages, etc., that are sent to you are kept.
Examples:
Inbox full of emails. Inbox folder. After you register, you will receive an email with a coupon shortly in your inbox.
Server.
A computer program or a device from which other computers get information, a person who serves food in a restaurant.
Examples:
A mail server. Work as a server in a restaurant. After the airing of the TV commercial, many people accessed the website, and the server went down.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples:
Celebrated artist. Celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
Unfair.
Not giving equal treatment or opportunities to people involved, marked by injustice, partiality, or deception.
Examples:
Unfair employment practices. Have an unfair advantage. In a democracy, it is necessary to monitor the judiciary to see if it is making unfair decisions.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples.
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Ministry.
A department of government responsible for a particular area of public service.
Examples.
Ministry officials. Enter the ministry. The Ministry of Education is responsible for managing the schools in the country.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples.
Yearn for the decent living. A decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Tricky.
Requiring care and skill because challenging to do or deal with.
Examples.
Tricky problem. A tricky recipe to follow. We have discussed the entirety of this tricky problem.
Epidemic.
The widespread outbreak of a particular disease in a large number of people at the same time.
Examples.
A worldwide epidemic. Health epidemic. The disease is now reaching epidemic proportions in our country.
Peak.
The point to which something or someone is at its strongest, best, or most successful, the pointed top of a mountain.
Examples.
At peak hour. The peak current in the circuit. This measurement aims to reduce traffic at peak periods.
Resistance.
The act of defending oneself from an aggressor or refusing to accept something.
Examples.
Resistance movement. Resistance to insulin. The bill to increase the consumption tax had passed despite much resistance from the public.
Malaria.
A severe disease caused by a parasite that is spread by the bite of an infected mosquito.
Examples.
Malaria mosquitoes. Malaria endemic area. Many people in tropical countries die from malaria every year.
Mosquito.
A small flying insect whose female bites people and animals and sucks their blood, and sometimes transmits serious diseases such as malaria.
Examples.
Mosquito bite. Mosquito repellent. A stagnant water area are breeding ground for mosquitoes.
Socioeconomic.
Relating to the social and economic factors that shape an individual, group, or community, particularly in terms of income, occupation, education, and social class.
Examples.
Socioeconomic status. Socioeconomic issues. The socioeconomic conditions of a country can significantly affect its political stability.
Sub-Saharan.
Of or relating to or situated in the area south of the Sahara Desert.
Examples:
Sub-Saharan Africa, Sub-Saharan countries. The coffee producers in sub-Saharan countries are at the sharp end of fluctuations in price.
Theoretical.
Relating to the concepts and principles upon which a particular topic is founded, rather than practice and experience.
Examples:
Theoretical models, theoretical physicist. Absolute zero is the lowest theoretical temperature.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Percentage.
The number, amount, or rate of something, which is usually the amount per hundred.
Examples:
The percentage of the gold content. A high percentage. What is the percentage of the consumption tax in the United States?
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Gear.
A toothed wheel that engages another toothed mechanism to change the speed or direction of transmitted motion, a set of tools, equipment, or other items for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Sports gear. A gear change lever. She checked her gear before embarking on the hike.
Representation.
The act of speaking, acting, or being present on behalf of someone officially, a statement of facts and reasons made in appealing or protesting.
Examples:
Sales representation, binary representation. A person who has been declared incompetent should have legal representation.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Graph.
A picture consisting of a line, lines, points, etc., that shows how two or more sets of certain quantities are related to each other.
Examples:
Graph theory. A graph sample. This bar graph shows sales over the past 5 years.
Axis.
A real or imaginary straight line through a body or figure around which the object turns, a group of countries in special alliance.
Examples:
Vertical axis. A coordinate axis. The Earth's axis of rotation is tilted 66.5 degrees to the ecliptic plane.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Literacy.
The ability to read and write, the ability to use written language to communicate effectively.
Examples:
Digital literacy. Financial literacy. Many charities focus on improving literacy rates in underprivileged communities.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Smallpox.
A highly contagious viral disease characterized by fever, weakness, spots on the skin, and often death.
Examples:
Smallpox epidemic. Smallpox vaccine. An outbreak of smallpox occurred in the 1920s.
Eradicate.
To get rid of or destroy something completely, especially something bad.
Examples:
Eradicate the deficit. Eradicate racial discrimination. We are trying to eradicate this disease from the world.
Hygiene.
The practice of maintaining cleanliness in the home and person to prevent illness.
Examples:
Hygiene practices. Public hygiene. Good hygiene is important for preventing the spread of illness.
Backlash.
A strong negative reaction to something, a movement back from an impact.
Examples:
Political backlash. The backlash from the community. The company faced a backlash from customers after the recall.
Bypass.
An alternative road, channel, pipe, or connection that allows flow while the main one is closed or obstructed. Verb, to go past or round.
Examples:
Gastric bypass operation. Bypass circuit. This patient must undergo bypass surgery.
Standstill.
A complete halt in movement or activity, especially due to an obstruction or lack of resources.
Examples:
Transportation standstill. Economic standstill. The traffic accident caused a standstill on the highway for several hours.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Merit.
The quality of being particularly good or worthy, especially to deserve praise or reward.
Examples:
Merit-based. The order of merit. She was promoted based on her merits as a hardworking and dedicated employee.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Personality.
A person's distinct combination of character, behavioral, temperamental, emotional, and mental traits that define them as an individual and set them apart from others.
Examples:
Personality trait. Personality test. She had a vibrant personality that made everyone feel at ease.
Disorder.
An untidy state or a lack of organization, a physical condition or illness that causes problems with how a section of the body or brain functions.
Examples:
The files are in complete disorder. People with bipolar disorder. The doctor prescribed some medicine for the mental disorder.
Meticulously.
With great attention to detail, thoroughly and carefully.
Examples:
meticulously crafted product. Meticulously executed. She meticulously planned every detail of her wedding.
Spite.
Feelings of anger and resentment, in spite of, also despite, a phrase that is used to indicate that something happened or exists even though there is a particular obstacle or difficulty.
Examples:
bear spite against him. Die in spite of intensive care. He did it out of spite, to annoy me.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
famine relief. Coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Primary.
First or highest in rank, order, or importance, most fundamental or essential, pertaining to the initial or introductory stage of something, such as a school year or election cycle.
Examples:
primary school. Primary education. The primary cause of the accident was due to the icy road conditions.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Calculated.
Done with careful thought or planning, deliberate and intentional, based on a process of reasoning or estimation rather than on instinct or chance.
Examples:
Calculated bankruptcy. Calculated crime. The company made a calculated decision to invest in new technology.
Glorious.
Having or deserving great admiration, praise, and honor, having great beauty and splendor.
Examples:
A glorious victory. Photo in glorious color. I choose a glorious death rather than a shameful life.
Delta.
A triangular area of low and flat land that is formed when a river flows into a larger body of water and deposits sediment, an object shaped like an equilateral triangle.
Examples:
River deltas. Delta cone. The Nile Delta is a rich and fertile region that has supported agriculture for thousands of years.
Misery.
A state of ill-being due to affliction or misfortune.
Examples:
Live in misery. Untold misery. Our company suffered misery from incurring a heavy loss.
Diarrhea.
A common digestive disorder with the frequent passage of loose, watery stools that can be caused by various factors such as infections, food poisoning, and certain medications.
Examples:
Diarrhea-related dehydration. Diarrhea with abdominal pain. I had a terrible case of diarrhea and couldn't stop going to the bathroom.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples.
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples.
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples.
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples.
Dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Approaching.
Drawing nearer in time or space, coming close to someone or something.
Examples.
Approaching deadline. Approaching retirement. The approaching storm clouds filled the sky with ominous darkness.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples.
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Categorize.
To put people or things into groups according to their features, types, etc.
Examples.
Categorize the image. Categorize the cause of failure. The biologist categorized the viruses into 4 groups.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples.
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Republic.
A state or country in which the people and their elected representatives hold supreme power and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch.
Examples.
Republic democracy. The Republic of Art. The United States is a federal presidential constitutional republic.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples.
Modern poetry. pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples.
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Importance.
The quality of being important and worthy of note.
Examples.
A man of importance. High importance. I stopped by the branch though I have no business of importance.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples.
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Metric.
Using or relating to the meter as a unit of length, a system of related measures that facilitates the quantification of some particular characteristic.
Examples.
Metric units. Key performance metrics. In the metric system, measurements are made in meters and liters.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples.
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Attribute.
To say or regard that something is the result of a particular thing. Noun, a quality or feature that someone or something possesses.
Examples.
Attribute the change to their marriage. Attribute directly to sales. He attributes the disappointing results to the economic downturn.
Secular.
Not connected with religious or spiritual matters, worldly.
Examples.
Secular trends. Normal secular life. The school was founded as a secular institution with no religious affiliations.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples.
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Utmost.
Greatest in degree, extent, or intensity, of the highest or greatest importance, significance, or priority.
Examples.
Utmost importance. With utmost care. I did my utmost to complete the project before the deadline.
Humanitarian.
Something relating to the promotion of human welfare, or someone who works to promote human welfare.
Examples.
Humanitarian crisis. A truly humanitarian act. The organization is dedicated to providing humanitarian aid to disaster-stricken areas worldwide.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.